So first and foremost, introduce yourself.
My name's John Harrison. I'm the fan liaison officer for the Blue Union.
And tell me a bit about the Blue Union.
The Blue Union is basically a gathering of Evertonians, concerned Evertonians. We see the stagnation currently happen at the club, and we want to do something about that. We've came together to try and enact the more important change that's needed at our football club.
And when you're talking about change there now, do you think the board and Bill Kenwright have done enough to find a buyer for the club?
When True Blue Holdings took over in 1999, Kenwright stated that he would find a buyer for Everton Football Club. The board and himself, after a 24/7 search over 10 years, have not found that buyer. They need to step aside and let a bunch of professional businessmen who have experience in sales of large companies take over that sale, so they can provide Everton Football Club with someone who has vision, ambition and the creativity to be able to deliver that.
And have you got the evidence, or do you think yourself that there has been businessmen and companies interested in buying the club that would have had the funds to push the club further?
It's a very difficult question to answer because there's an awful lot of rumour. Now, whether you believe some of those rumours or don't believe those rumours, there is information out there that states that perhaps people are interested. But as far as I know, that most of the people who approach Everton Football Club have to sign a confidentiality agreement, so we can't actually find out. We can't actually get access to those individuals. The only thing we can actually state for certainty is that after 10 years of searching, there hasn't been a buyer, and there's something very wrong with that.
And what a lot of Everton fans are starting to get frustrated with, especially in the last 12 months, a lot of players have left and not money is getting put back into the team. Where do you think all that money's gone from, the sales of Mikel Arteta, Yakubu, Jermaine Beckford and now Bill Yedlinov?
It's mainly towards the banks. Barclays has reduced the Everton's overdraft, so they have to find money for that. The amount of interest Everton have to pay every year is quite in the large amount of millions of pounds per year. There's been a whole host of sales, easily over 30 million over the last 12 months, and that's a question we'd like to level at Everton Football Club is, well, where exactly are those money, the actual millions of pounds going? One of the biggest concerns that we've raised is Everton's other operating costs. In 2007, Everton's other operating costs rose from 11 million to 22 million. Now, in the accounts, they state that this is down to the cost of Finch Farm. The Finch Farm does not cost £11 million plus £3 million. That's the cost of Bellafield and the Academy to run. That figure now has gone up to 24 million. It does not cost £16 million to run Finch Farm. And that's why we'd like a proper breakdown of those other operating costs so we can see exactly where those finances are going. The amount of players they have sold, the amount of quality players they have sold, it has left a massive gap in our squad. And there has been literally millions upon millions of tens of millions of pounds raised over the last 12 months, and it has not gone back into the team. I think it's perfectly right to question, what is that Arteta money going? Where's the Arteta money going? What is it being used for? And, what benefit it is going to be to the club?
Where can you see the club, in your personal opinion, going if Bill Kenwright does not sell and it does stay the way it is?
Unfortunately, it is looking relegation candidates. David Moyes has came in and done a very good job to try and establish a strong youth system. But we're not going to get anywhere if we continue to sell those players, to sell those youth products. The likes of Rodwell, the likes of Barkley are constantly being linked away. I think if Everton can't progress, that Moyes would leave. And that is my biggest fear. If Moyes leaves, who can we get in to replace him who will do as good a job as Moyes has done?
If there's listeners out there that are listening and want to see more about the Blue Union and maybe want to contact you, do you have any details there?
We have